Good evening, Namaskar, Salam Alaikum. And today is 22nd May 2024. It's almost 20:30 hours in India. We welcome you for the 28th Outreach and Knowledge Transfer webinar on the very important topic of the importance of communication and leadership skills for HSE professionals. I know communication and leadership is very important for every profession, but we have a much more importance in our profession, which we are working today. And we have a few virtual meetings protocols. Kindly mute your microphone as well as raise your virtual hand, not raising like this, but raise your virtual hand on the system when you want to speak. Kindly switch off your camera and switch on whenever you want to speak during the question and answer session. This meeting is being recorded for future references. Kindly register your name, company, designation, phone, email ID in the chat box for future communications by us. Kindly stay for the ceremony group photo at the end of the vote of thanks. You can copy the meeting link and share with your friends for joining. Also, as you see on the screen, there is a little QR code on the bottom right side. You can just scan it as well as to join into our WhatsApp group. And today it's our 28th Outreach Knowledge Transfer webinar session. And we have a two-part agenda. The part one is our routine agenda, which is basically talking about our foundations. And part two is our important webinar on the importance of the communication and leadership skills for HSE professionals. And with that, I would like to start with the part one agenda with the welcome remarks from our fellow trustee, from the fellow founding trustee, Mr. Jeetu Patel. Before I hand over to him, Mr. Jeetu is almost considered as a father of safety because of almost 55 plus years of his life. He has been spending his life with the HSE profession. He worked in Saudi Aramco for almost 25 plus years, and he was instrumental in establishing a first ASSP chapter outside US, which is in Saudi Arabia in 1981. And that's, you see on the screen that he has been honored and recognized for having the highest number of membership in ASSP. So we can keep on talking about Mr. Jeetu. He's a father of safety, fellow of ASSP. Let's welcome Mr. Jeetu for his opening remarks. Mr. Jeetu.
Thank you, Ashok Ji, with this remarkable introduction. You could have just said simply, an old man is with us. Respected honored guests, starting with our keynote speaker, is a wonderful man, Mr. Dinesh Kumar Pal, Professor Ramana Garuji, Dr. Lakshmi Narayan Garuji, Dr. Varsha Reddy from London, representing Bangalore with pride, corporate dignitaries, educators, HSE professional leaders, and distinguished delegates. On behalf of the JNA Bharat and Global HSE Foundation's governance, as well as the two founding trustees, which is Ashok Ji himself and myself, a very warm welcome to you all. Furthermore, everyone knows our dear friend and a great mentor, co-founding trustee, Mr. Ashok Garlapati Ji, for his remarkable contributions to the HSE profession, who has also developed countless number of HSE professionals globally. I'm proud to share that Ashok Ji is now presiding over the most prestigious board of certified safety professional organization, effective from January 1st, 2024. So he's almost half a year already functioned and contributed enormously to this organization. He has also been recognized with the most prestigious, highest fellow honor award offered by American Society of Safety Professional, which is the oldest and the largest health and safety professional organization. He's also a fellow of IOSH, and so many more things he has been acquiring on an ongoing basis. and he's a wonderful employee of Kuwait Oil Company, where he's very good, in fact, distinguished, well recognized by the CEO of that corporation with the employee honor he has been receiving. With that, Ashokji, I would request you to give a brief about the foundations so that people are aware of what the mission and vision is for our foundations, please.
Thank you, Jitsab, and thank you for your kind introduction. As we see, we have been together for almost 3 decades, and together we have 9 decades of experience. From 2 decades of our association, we have been instrumental in establishing some sort of a ASSP as well as other organizations in different parts of the world, which you see on the little blue flags over the world map. And we have been thinking that how we can further continue to support India. And this particular chart shows you that the left side shows the ILO, which is International Labour Organization, having the highest number of global deaths due to industrial accidents in India, unfortunately. We just wanted to, there are so many organizations in India, but we wanted to little more. And that's why we started this particular establishment of the J&A Bharat HSE Foundation on 25th March 2022. We completed almost 2 years recently. And the main objective of this, our foundation, is to engage with the professional organizations, corporate organizations, academic institutions, and individuals, and philanthropists, and NGOs. Basically, it's not a membership organization like ASSP or, IOSH or something like that. It's a purely charity-based organizations to support HSE profession as well as the HSE professionals. And our mission, vision, we have everything in place, but simply our mission is to support the HSE profession as well as HSE professionals around the world, particularly focusing on India. And we would like to focus on advancing the occupational safety and health profession, support and promote occupational safety as a career choice, to inspire and develop leaders in safety, health, and environmental practice, to provide education and developmental opportunities like we are doing now today, and also recognize individuals, to conduct the courses, training, as well as auditing and consultation, to get affiliated with any university, institution, any other local, state, or central government bodies. And we also have the MOUs with the similar organizations having the similar objectives. It's registered officially in Hyderabad, India. We have 3 programs currently is going on. One is J&A Bharat HSE Foundation Professional Development Grant. Basically, we would like to provide a professional development grant in terms of the financial support, in terms of the mentoring, in terms of the technical support for the professionals, as well as the foundation's industrial accident victim family support grant. In case of anybody is dying in the industry, and of course, we have insurance system in place, but sometimes many people are ignored. So to support their families who are, leaving behind, we have that particular grant as well. We have a student scholarship program, which we started on 27th August 2022 with the support of the Dhruti Thakkar, who is at New Jersey. We have honored, as you see on the screen, some students in 2022, as well as during 2023. Soon we'll be announcing this program for the 2024 as well. We also join hands with the DL Shah Trust Mumbai in recognition of the people who are in the health, safety, environment, and sustainability. These are the pictures which we honored with during the August 2023. Again, this year also we will be announcing shortly. And we also have the outreach programs basically focusing on the CPR and first aid, construction safety issues, community safety issues, and health and well-being. So many programs are being conducted by our functional chairs, Professor Ramana, as well as Dr. Lakshmi Narayan Pradhatur, who are based in Hyderabad. And we also invite, there are 30 plus people on the call. We invite your contributions, not only in the financial support, but in the form of a knowledge sharing, which Mr. Dinesh is doing today. And we have the foundation's contribution form in our website. Kindly go there and check your information, and you can extend your helping hand to our foundation. And we have the founding trustees, governance body, as well as functional committee chair. and everything is in place. And today we are doing the 28th outreach and knowledge transfer session, which is very much appreciated by so many people who are in our WhatsApp group as well. To extend further, we have launched a J&A Global HSE Foundation, which is registered in Arizona, USA, under the IRS 501c, like Income Tax Act in India. They have the US has got an IRS Act, and it is registered as a chartered organization, chartered society in US, and that was established on 30th November 2022 to support the professionals who are beyond India's borders, actually. And we are going to start our second part of our today's session, which is the knowledge transfer session. So basically, today we have chosen a topic of importance of the communications and leadership skills. We do monthly outreach sessions. We call it as a OKT session. And today we are focusing on the communication and leadership skills. And we invited a subject matter expert or the international Toastmaster. Basically, he is based in Kuwait. He has got so much of 40 plus years of experience in various industries, with over 16 years of experience as a mechanical supervisor, as well as 26 years in the safety in the field of Kuwait. And Mr. Dinesh is our good friend here. He is also member of the outstanding member of the ASSP, which is American Society of Safety Professionals Kuwait chapter. And when we started the ASSP Toastmasters Club in 2014, Mr. Dinesh started his journey with that club. And today he is he's an area director. He served as a treasurer, vice president, and club president. And today is an area director leading Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, and is exactly waiting to start the speakathon or club contest from tomorrow, representing Kuwait, Bahrain, Egypt, and Iraq. And he's very, very busy person. But when I told about our OKT session, he has been kindly accepted in spite of his busy schedule, because it is his passion. I've been seeing Mr. Dinesh from last 2 decades. He's a very committed safety professional, as well as he has improved his skills, particularly communication and leadership skills, through the Toastmasters Club. He is a true example of how one person can really make his commitment for improving communication as well as leadership and commitment to the HSE profession. That is the reason we invited Mr. Dinesh today, so that he can share his passion with the young budding professionals who are in the HSE field, as well as experienced professionals. And today we have chosen a very, very important topic. We'll be briefing basically on what are the key essential qualities of HSE professionals as per the INSHPO. INSHPO is the International Networking of Safety, Health, and Professional Organizations. They develop a very good competency guide for the HSE professionals. And today I'll be briefing little on that particular aspect. Then I'll be handing over to Mr. Dinesh to talk about the importance of the communication with the top management, line management, workforce, statutory bodies, visitors, vendors, and how you can communicate with these people, because you will be talking to your senior management, you will be talking to the floor management, how your skills can be really make effective to fulfill your objectives, and also the leadership skills to engage with the top management. And he'll also sharing some of the good case study, how he influenced his management to make the difference, to make the positive contribution in HSE profession. So that's what is our topic today. And we also have the quiz based on the HSE, HSE Champ platform. Mr. Prabish will be conducting the quiz, and the quiz will be focusing on the today's presentation itself. So kindly stand by for the quiz also, which is an online quiz, very encouraging and engaging quiz as well. So that's what our session today. And today's session, we have the Q&A moderator also. You can post your questions in the chat box. Of course, Mr. Dinesh is going to be having the interactive session today, in fact. So that's one of the things I want to tell you. And talking about the first bullet, which is introduction on the key essential qualities. Many people are there, on the almost 37, 40 people on the call. Everybody is HSE professionals, but there are key essential qualities which we should be aware of as a HSE professional, which is based on the INSHPO Competency Guide. As you see on the screen, there is the Occupational Health and Safety Professionals Capability Framework. This is developed by the INSHPO. INSHPO is the International Network of Safety and Health Professional Organizations. Basically, they are the members belongs to the like ASSP from US, BCSP from US, IOSH from UK, NEBOSH from UK, and Australian organization is there, Korean organization is there, Singapore CISO organization is there. All these organizations have come together and formed this particular international network of safety and health professional organizations to work on the common things. What are the problems we are facing in the profession? How can we work together in a synergistic way to make the things better? That's why this particular document has been developed to talk about the professionals requirement essential qualifications for the HSE professionals. They call this as a Singapore Accord, because it was started in Singapore and submitted their report in 2017 in Singapore. It is called as the Singapore Accord on the Standards of the OHS Professionals, Occupational Health and Safety Professionals. It is an agreement by major OHS practitioner organizations and partners around the globe to aspire toward the standard of OHS professional behavior and practice. So it's a global document. So let's understand what are the key essential qualities from this document. How many of them we are fulfilling these requirements? So as I was telling, that INSHPO has developed this particular framework, and it is a consensus-based tool among all these organizations to define the roles, functions, and competencies, of the practitioners, OHS practitioners. It is based on the analysis of the practice of various professional associations, certification bodies like BCSP, and the subject to the critical review. And it has been a lot of working group has been formed among all these associations, and they developed this particular guidance. And basically this guidance has given it's about 48-page document, and I'm going to focus only on the skill level. What are the skills required? One is the personal skills, professional practice, and professional technical skills. These are the things we require. And I just want to show you, which Mr. Dinesh was kind enough to extract from this document. And, so he has done this particular information. So these are the 10 items which has been extracted for the benefit of this particular webinar. So one is a strong knowledge base, attention to detail, analytical thinking, communication skills, problem-solving abilities, leadership and influence, integrity and ethics, resilience and adaptability, teamwork and collaboration, commitment to continuous improvement. These are the 10 top key essential qualities. Every HSE professional should have it. But let me little bit talk about each of the quality, just to touch base upon that. One is a strong knowledge base. Almost 37 people on the call. That itself indicates that you have a intention to learn something more in our profession. So HSE professional must have a comprehensive understanding of the safety regulations, environmental laws, industry-specific standards, because every day the challenges are more and new standards are coming up, new laws are being evolved. So you need to aware of all your updates in your profession. That's why you should have the strong knowledge base, attention to detail. Given the critical nature of their work, HSE professionals need to have an acute attention in detail. You need to really study what are the hazards are there, how it can impact to the people if something goes wrong. So conduct a thorough risk assessment, ensure compliance with safety and environment regulations. That's what is required. The third quality which we want to focus is the analytical thinking. Analytical thinking, which is essential for the HSE professional to interpret the data, because we get so much of monitoring data. You need to interpret this data with the standards, with your procedures, and see what is going wrong and develop the strategies for mitigating those risks. So analytical thinking is very, very important for the HSE professionals. The most important thing which we are going to talk today is the communication skills. Effective communication is crucial for HSE professionals. As I was telling that we start our communication from the floor level to the middle management, in the senior management and the top management, and even with the regulatory bodies. So how you talk with your people is very, very important, how you communicate. We do have a case study Mr. Dinesh will be sharing. And problem solving abilities, we face unexpected challenges, must be able to think quickly and creatively to resolve the issues. We also get so much of queries that, okay, this is going wrong, we are unable to meet the safe distance, how can we move forward? So many issues we solve, and problem solving abilities is very, very important for the HSE professionals. Another thing is leadership and influence. As leaders in safety in our profession, we should be able to influence and motivate others to prioritize health and safety. Mr. Dinesh is a true example for motivation. You are going to listen to him. And the next one is the integrity and ethics. So we come up with so many cases where when we go for the inspections and audits, we interact with so many people. But here only your integrity and ethics comes to your place. So all your actions should be based on your integrity and ethics. You should comply with the code of ethics also. This is critical for maintaining trust and credibility, particularly when you are enforcing safety protocols and reporting incidents and audits reports and all those things. So you need to have a very good integrity and ethics. That's one of the good quality of HSE professionals. And resilience and adaptability, because there are so many, particularly in the Gulf region, we have 75 plus nationalities. Everybody's culture is different. You should be able to respond effectively to emergencies, adopt the changing regulations, the culture. So continuously improve safety and environmental practices. This is also one of the good quality of the HSE professional. Again, the teamwork and collaboration. When you are working in the diverse workforce, you need to work with the different teams, maintenance teams, instrumentation, electrical. So many people are working under the one umbrella. So teamwork and collaboration, engaging with every team, every department. So you need to engage with everyone, collaborate with everyone, ensure that you get the things done. That's what Mr. Dinesh is going to share his case study. And the most important thing is the commitment to continuous improvement. Yes, that's very, very important, because we always talk about the ISO standard, which is focusing on the continual improvement. This involves staying updated with the latest industry developments, pursuing ongoing education and certification programs. Attending our webinars itself is one of your commitment to the continuous improvement. So these are the top 10 essential qualities we wanted to tell you that so all people should be aware of, really integral to ensuring the well-being of employees and the environment. By embodying these qualities, our professionals can effectively navigate the complexities in the field, contribute to a safer and more sustainable workplace, and uphold the standards of our profession. So with this, I would like to hand over back to Mr. Dinesh, so he can talk more on the communication and leadership skills and share his case study as well. Mr. Dinesh. Thank you, Dinesh. Go ahead. Floor is yours. You're on the mute, Dinesh.
Thank you very much, Ashok sir. I hope to you.
Yes. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashok sir and Jitu sir. These two dignitaries are giving me this opportunity. And I think it is my first opportunity in J&A HSE Foundation. And I remember the first opportunity in SSP also given by this gentle person called the Ashok sir. I remember a phone call from the Mr. Ashok in the 2011. Hello, Dinesh. Are you coming to the SSP, this technical meet? Sir, I'm on the medical. I got the heart attack. During this meet, going the mute for a second, then he asked, what happened? I tell, I suffered from the heart attack. Oh, so sorry. So are you in the complete bed rest? Or you used to walk? I said, sir, I used to walk, but restricting the driving. Dinesh, within 15 minutes, I will be down your building. I will take you in my car and I will drive you, but I need you in the meet. I surprised what this associate want to me. I'm the patient. But during the traveling, I asked why you answer me. I want to you communicate this message. How are your experience? How you felt when the award symptom you felt? So our community, SSP Toastmasters and their family can get the benefit. Believe me, when I stand before the audience, it was my first chance to face the audience. Even in my safety professional, we give the toolbox talk with everything. But when you face the unknown audience, that time I will not say for everyone, for me, have the glossophobia. It's called the public speaking fear. My legs started the trembling. Many of audience say, skip to Dinesh, might be he's not comfortable. But Ashok sir, keep me. No, we have to understand. So these are the things who pushing to everyone. And from that first opportunity to this first opportunity, Ashok sir will witness, I think, lot of the difference. And we say in the Toastmasters, we learn by doing and the moment of the enjoyment, not any serious story. So I will be interacting session. I request to people, our attendee who are on camera, if you are in the correct posture, keep it, I have no issue. But if you are not the correct posture, many of us coming from the work tired and they are in the lying position, just I want to see you from head to this level, not to the below. So I think I have the sharing screen facility.
Yes. You can share Dinesh ji.
So I already maximum had explained by our Ashok sir that what is the topic today. This is the first slide. And already he covered the first point. The remaining part is the, what is the here bullet point, importance of communication. Even if these things also covered by him, maximum thing in that presentation, but we will take up these notes and these all will be one by one I explaining. So I prefer to off screen because if the screen share is there, I cannot see you and you people may cannot see to me. So first we will go to part of the communication and then we will go to the part of the leadership. So here I will stop my sharing. Okay. Communication skill. Let's come. The art of communication is the language of leadership. So it both complement for the each other, said by the James Hume, an author and former presidential speech writer of 34th President of the United States of America. What is the communication? Anyone would like to, in single line only, what is the communication? Except the Ashok sir and GP Smith. Yeah. First, you have to raise your hand, please. Be ready. Yeah, tell me.
A medium to convey the message.
Very good. Thank you very much. Very good. Communication is the actionable transfer of the information from one person or the group or place to another by writing, speaking, or using the medium that provides a means of understanding. Every communication consists of a minimum one sender, one receiver, and a message. Either it is the verbal or it is the your written email or any media. These three parts will be there when you are communicating. So why is communicating important in health and safety environment? We are here, all the safety professionals understand the very well. Without communication, it's not the possible, not the HSE field, any field. We have to convey the message, what we want from the person, or what we have to give the direction. So communication is the key to a healthy, safe, and productive workplace. It is needed to ensure the roles and direction are understood. For example, if there any emergency, if you didn't communicate it to your peers, to your site team, to your emergency team, then what they will take the action when the emergency happen. So this thing, we use the communication part, either by the training, conducting the drill, or toolbox, etc. Also to warn against the dangerous, to unsafe practice, to promote the critical emergency responses, and particularly to learn about and from the concern and hazards that works encounter. So what we communicate when we join either the new project or you joining the new project, list out the hazards. We will communicate this hazard existing in your project. When the employee come for orientation, we have to include in our orientation for that employee, these are hazards available at this site. If you are working in oil and gas or in infrastructure, whatever your field or facility management. So this thing we have to communicate and the record. Why I say the record? For example, if any accident happened and the investigation came the third party, not your company, you will ask the person for which region or the root cause he got the injured. Did the person have been given the training for that to control this hazard for himself? If not recorded there, concerned leader or safety officer will be liable for that. So that's why record is very important. Communicate and keep the record, whatever your procedure of the company after giving the training, taking the signature. EHS professionals are often trying to convince the people to do the right thing. Very clear. Or educating the worker about potential hazard, as I explained, and workplace explaining the safety procedure clearly to new employee. So for such things, we use the word communicating. Effective communication. Communicating is the normal, in general, be communicating, or we can say the effective communication. How we'll make it effective? Effective communication, directing the people during an emergency situation, and the safety officer needs to know how to communicate clearly and persuade the people to change their behavior. Effective communication is really critical in HSE field, which ensures all employees are aware about the safety protocol. So in general, what is the common issue of a HSE professional face at the site? Can anyone, one point can tell me, in general, what you face the issue for the non-compliance, the safety, either from your management or from the worker?
Lack of clear messages.
Sorry?
Lack of proper communication and clarity.
Lack of proper communication. Very nice. So what is the general issue at present? I am also a safety professional, and I also face the same thing because I am not working in the public sector, private sector, or K companies like the Ashok sir. I am working in very small contracting company, and you know the mentality of this contractor who are especially working in the infrastructure, not in the oil and gas. They will try to ignore the things. So what is the issue of attacking project execution team? not complying to you. Management not supporting or stand with the safety professional, and management not providing the resources. Last but not the least, I apologize to say there is also a issue that management indirectly threatening not to stop the production for safety non-compliance. Otherwise, it will be on your head. You will be blamed that for safety issue, you stop the production and we got the complaint from client or consultant that product is delayed. So what is the solution? How you can make it in today's scenarios and especially for the small contractors? Use your communication skill or change the way of communication. Explain them why compliance with safety is important. Involve them and transfer the responsibility and its consequences on their head. Once it transfer the responsibility on their head, they will be back up that only safety officer is not the responsible for such incident or such issues. So, as I said before, make your proper documentation record for your safeguarding. And use the open communication skill or change the way of communication. Open communication skill means that you are willing to hear employees' suggestions about how to make the things better or safer. If your workplace is not afraid to report issues, then you can make changes to work approach. For example, if you find any worker working at the bucket height without body harness, don't immediately issue the violation to him or shout out to him. Bring it down calmly and ask him, what is the reason behind that you don't having the safety harness or helmet, anything. First, let him know if he get that resources from the company. If he not get the resources, find out why not that he get the resources. So this is called the open communication, which will contribute to a safer work. Before issuing the violation, we have to listen to his problem also. Why he doing the such way? Because nobody want to get the injured. So let us see a case study where this is my only personal, I have used different way of the communication to make the compliance if the management is not listening to you. I hope you will see. Ashok sir?
Yeah, we can see it, yes.
Okay. This is the issue. One of the sewage water released in the open pond. This is a very serious violation in Kuwait. If you are releasing something which polluting the either earth, water, or the environment. Heavy penalty. Also, there is provision, concerned person can go behind the bar. So, and this issue, let me take to another slide. This is the insight surrounding the for this case. It is not like that. I noticed site service department team buried the sewage drain line and extended to a pond surrounded by expected soil at higher level to avoid the seeing by third party. And when I asked the concerned team why they violate the EPA law, answer was project don't have the fund to purchase or build this sewage tank. So safety officer reported myself to the case in the project WhatsApp group, but no action. Why? This was a broadcast message. in the project group, if you're doing the message, the WhatsApp. So in WhatsApp group message, like our J&A group, not necessary that everyone reading that all the message. So once when you tag the person, add Ashok sir, add Jitu sir. So it message will give the hint that this is the directed to me. So how anyone can suggest here what I have to do now? Yes, be ready, please.
First of all, I think this is quite a serious issue in Kuwait, pertaining to the water issue, having too valuable out there. I feel that it should be communicated not at a broadcast thing, because people are at stake and they might have been a panicky situation if they are using the water around there. First thing. Second thing, it needs to be a very precise message to a concerned person, not to everybody. It is not reaching to a concerned person who has to reach the message particularly. And if it is not reaching, broadcast messages are just, everybody just clicks it right. Out of, I think, 50 to 80% of people don't even read the message what it is.
Thank you very much. Very accurate, your answer. Very accurate. So,
and then once the message is given, I think it needs to go and proceed with how the feedback has been taken after reaching the message to a particular concerned person, and documentation, as you already mentioned. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
That would be.
Thank you. So as I say, use your communication skill or change the way of communication. Explain them why compliance with safety is important. Involve them and transfer the responsibility of the consequences on their head. Make your proper documentation, regard to the, make your part strong. So what I did, this was the message what I tell you before, and I posted in the group. Explaining them that why I think I had, okay. This I written in that WhatsApp group message. First, I let them aware of how it is serious. So I write that all engineers and supervisors are strictly advised not to dispose any waste improper way which may pollute the land, water, and environment. And that is a violation of EPA law article 42, also occupational safety, health, and environment regulation of Kuwait. Government which has a provision of the financial penalty and blacklist the company and concern the responsible person, keep behind bar. So please don't take it granted anything and not to do such violation as your own decision. For example, discharging sewer line in open atmosphere, splashing the chemical on earth, or disposing the RCC waste in desert, draining the waste oil in a rainwater drainage line. Likewise, there are the violation of the environment. This message do not work because it was a, okay. This message do not work because it was a broadcast message, I told you before, and then I decided to send a mail to the project manager to make him accountable, also explaining the consequences. Because mostly happen what sometimes project managers say, why you didn't come to me if it was the serious. Then I send a particular email, might be you will not be able to read due to the small font. I read here, I highlighted something. Dear engineer, I would like to bring it in your notice, which I am not sure if you are aware or not, because that manager also sitting in that offices behind that the sewage. First issue is we are discharging the sewage water of the toilet from all offices at B1, it is the one location, and Porta Cabin B2, which is a serious EPA violation, which may take you and me behind the bar. When he read this line, immediate call to secretary, call to Dinesh. And I explained the thing. Second day, that sewage place, I can see these 2 tanks installed for the sewage drain. So these the things happening when we take it at the personally. Don't take it on your head, this management is not listening. Now we will go to the next part. Let me see my timing also. Where is the... Oh, okay, so far. Now we come to the part of the leadership. Sorry. Importance of the leadership. For HSE professional is crucial for health, safety, and environment professional because it directly impacts the effectiveness of safety protocol and the well-being of the employee and the overall organization culture. Effective leadership in HSE ensure the safety standards are not just rules to be followed by integral parts of the workplace culture, however, key reasons why leadership is important for the HSE profession. How many type of the leadership, if you are aware, it is the 7 to 8 style of the leadership, and particular person, either your own study or by the requirement of the job, they have the different type leadership. I cannot explain here all due to the time constraint, but I say some are the transformational leadership. Transformational leadership is not your own decision. They give the authority to colleague, a team, let them do the decision, and you are the watching them. Autocratic leadership. This is called the my way or the highway. If you heard the name of the South Korean leader, Kim Jong-un, he's the autocratic leader. He don't listen to anybody. He give the order. He don't care about the consciousness. What is the consequence will come. So this type of the leadership is not always applicable in the HSE field, but it is required sometime. In case of any emergency, building got a fire, you have to be that time autocratic leader. Immediate person everybody had to follow to you because of the emergency fire case. If they not follow, they will be in the trouble. So leadership is not a tag. You cannot tag to anyone particular leadership. It's sometimes change the situational. Then delegative leadership, bureaucratic leadership, servant leadership, many are. So when we will get the time, that time I will explain all the communication styles as well as the leadership styles. Leaders set the tone for the importance of health and safety within an organization. When leaders prioritize the HSE, employees are more likely to follow. Fostering a culture where safety is collective responsibility. It is not you can assign that only safety officer is responsible. No, everyone is responsible. Everyone, the collective have to support or bring the effort to solve the safety issue. Compliance and accountability. That is the strong leadership ensure that safety policies are adhered to and regularly updated according to the latest regulation and standard. Leaders have everyone accountable and for maintaining these standard, and as soon as you revise or bring any new safety protocol or any policy, have to communicate, distribute the documentation, and keep the record. Leaders facilitate the clear communication channels regarding the safety protocols and hazards. They ensure that all employees are aware of understand the importance of that HSE measures. motivation and morale, very important for a leader. Not only the pressurize to follow or compliance, let them motivate. Make something program with your higher management. Okay, 1 or 2% as a motivation. Give them 5 KD who observe or let the people report this person is doing the best in your safety. And continuous improvement, as before Ashok sir said, leadership in HSE drives the continuous improvement through regular training, evaluation, and the implementation of the new safety technology. Day by day, technology is changing. Now we are paperless. Before we were using to writing the report or making in the file and bunch up the too much. So now we have the digital era. We have to go with the time, not go to the old age. And new technology coming to improve that one. Good leader takes the feedback. This is the main important. Not only you have to lead take the feedback, and where you will take the feedback and why you have to take the feedback. Take the feedback from your audit report, which play an important role in improving the safety practices. It helps to be you a good leader in identifying area for improvement and training needs to the employee. And with this document, you can approach to your higher management because you have the supporting document that this is audit report result and I need to implement these things or I need the resources to apply these things. Leaders inspire trust, commitment, address resistance, and provide the necessary support and resources to successfully adopt and sustain the new safety measure. When things are new comes, new things easily not acceptable to anyone. For example, I will tell you, when my project is located, before there was the wide space, yani free area, I make the assembly point is there. Later on, there are something, this land belonged to someone else, and he started the building, the construction. I have to move the assembly point, my other. People telling, no, why I have to go to this much around? We have to explain and update them. Not that any emergency happened, they're searching where I do. So benefit of having a strong leadership skill is the ability to effectively influence and engage employees at a level, leading to higher compliance with safety protocol and a stronger overall safety culture within the organization. Another key benefit of the HSE professional having the strong leadership skill is that they can inspire and motivate employees to prioritize their safety. Importance of the leadership HSE professional case studies. Example, I will take you one case only because I think we are more than time. 30 minutes I crossed, and which time has been, I think, allotted for me. So I will take the 5-minute grace with your permission, Ashok sir. I have to bring one time, just a second.
Sure. It's okay. Yeah.
Case study 1. This I took from internet. Not it is my experience. What was the DuPont safety transformation? You will be knowing the DuPont, the company, very famous, a science and technology company, had a history of the workplace incident and injuries which are detrimental to employee morale and the company's reputation. Of course, if the frequently accident happen in any organization, his reputation will go down. He will not maybe disqualified to make the bidding or the tendering. So leadership, what take the action after that? DuPont's leadership undertook a comprehensive review of their HSE policy and identify gaps in their study why it happening. CEO. At the time, E.D. Woolard emphasized that safety as a core value, and he made it clear that safety performance would be a critical factor in evaluating the performance of all managers and employees, and the company introduced the STOP. STOP, as we usually use the stop the work, but it is the 4-letter consisting, first letter S for safety, T for training, and O for observation and program. STOP, but safety training observation program, initiative to enhance the safety awareness and provocate the hazard identification. And leaders all level were trained to be safely, and champions ensured that safety considers were so. Due to time consent, I will not take the second case, and if I need it, the presentation will be shared with that. So leadership in HSE indispensable for fostering a culture of safety, ensuring compliance with the regulation, and motivating employees to prioritize their health and safety. The case of studies of the DuPont and BP, which I not explained, how strong leadership can transform the safety practices and the outcomes, highlight the critical role of the leadership driving in HSE. With that, before I hand over floor to the Ashok sir, communication and leadership, both you can develop with the Toastmasters. Whatever my development, the Toastmasters. Toastmasters is an international organization, educational organization. It is the non-profit organization. We have the SSP, American Society of Safety Professionals. Toastmasters headquarters also in the USA, Colorado. This 146 countries, I think 270,000 lakh members are there overall the worldwide. As I said, it is non-profit organization, and it is charged some money, $60 for a 6 months. So it means $10 per month, and $10 it means 3 dinar. When we go with a friend for a refreshment or any nearby restaurant, I can spend 1 coffee is coming. So with this cheap rate, you are becoming a leader. You are becoming a communicator better. Any agency will not, if you go to for personal development course, in private nowadays there is a coaching center. I hope minimum they will charge you 50 KD for 2-3 months. Okay. And we meet twice in a month. Only 4 hours you have to invest in 1 a month. For that, it is not only that you join and everything. For a 1 Toastmasters who giving the speech or giving the project, we will assign the 4 members for development yourself. 1 will be your speech evaluator. 1 will be your timer to time the speech that you took this much minute. Another a language evaluator, and the speech evaluator. These all will help to 1 person free of cost. Hope most of you will take and personally can contact me. I will help. And I guarantee anyone, if you come forward, within a year, I will make you from normal Toastmasters to club officer. I joined Toastmasters in 2018 last as a member. And in the 4 year, last my designation, I received, as I think mentioned in profile, best area director in, I think, 39 areas, consisting of the Bahrain, Kuwait, Egypt, and Iraq. Where were 39 area director was there, and I was the first out of them, because of I have the good mentors. My mentor, many of you will be knowing here, DTM Kajet and Bretto, who was the mentor for the club also. So I taking here very short break, and I think let me hand over floor to the Ashok sir. Back to you, sir. And apologize if I take the more time.
No. It's a pleasure listening to you. Thank you so much, and appreciate your, sharing your experience with us today. And as everybody knows, Mr. Dinesh has been extensively involved in the Toastmasters, club and spreading the knowledge of leadership and communication skills. And if anybody has got any questions, you can raise your hand as well as you can open your mic and speak. Dr. Lakshminaran Prajatur is supposed to be our Q&A moderator, but I do not see him on the line. But anyway, that's not an issue. I'll just pause for any comments. There was one comment, Dinesh ji, in the chat box about the Kim, that about the North Korean president. I think by mistake you said South Korean, so that was one comment. Yeah, that's correction is required. And anybody has got any comments, you can raise your hand, or we will continue with our next program of the quiz program. But before that, we would like to recognize our speaker today, Mr. Jeetu.
Yes, Ashok ji. It was interesting to listen to Mr. Dinesh Kumar Pal giving insight of the importance of both communication and leadership skills. Like you mentioned, in my 55 years short journey in the profession, as well as working in process plants, I have not one, two, three, many incidents leading to even some disasters with fatality, as well as multi-million, even billion-dollar worth loss of production, as well as damage, property damage, all because boils down to either no communication or misunderstood communication. And also, he mentioned, Dinesh Kumar, the leadership matters. And in that leadership, he posed the question to all of us that what is expected of the employers if you try to make him or her with the compliance of your requirement leading to safety. And this is where it is important that both communication as well as leadership really do matter. I can give you not one, too many examples, like he cited one or two, but even on a larger scale, disastrous consequences, all because of these two major words that he explained very clearly and very importantly. He deserves the best compliments from all of us, and in that he deserves the certification from the founding, both the foundations as well as all of us who are benefiting, and many more elsewhere through his Toastmasters club. This is the recognition we as a founding trustee can offer on behalf of all of us, that thank you with gratitude, Mr. Dinesh Kumar, for delivering such an outstanding session. And if there are any questions further, I'm sure you will be happy to address them. So over to you, Ashok ji.
Jeetu Saab, just want to tell our friends here that Mr. Dinesh, with his vast experience in our safety field and also expertise in communication and leadership skills, as you know, we have interacted with so many nationalities here. One problem we Indians face is the communication. You must be having a very good knowledge, very good technical skills, but the way when you are sitting in front of so many nationalities, top management, we fail in our communication. That's why we are introducing a position in our J&A fraternity one functional committee chair, which is basically on the focusing on the HSE communication and leadership skills. And Mr. Dinesh has been appointed as a, of course, he has, we approached him and he has kindly agreed for taking over as a chair of J&A chair for communication and leadership skills. Even though he started his presentation today, but every day he is mentoring the people through our WhatsApp group, as well as, so many future webinars also he'll be giving on the communication and leadership skills. That's why we have kindly requested him to be part of our J&A fraternity as a chair of the functional committee chair for the HSE communications and leadership skills. Thank you, Mr. Dinesh, for accepting our position, that position, and your support throughout our journey in the future journey through WhatsApp group is highly appreciated. Thank you so much.
Ashok ji, last word on the same subject. He really, quite often, I can feel sitting here in Arizona that he speaks his heart, and if needs be, at times he's blunt to send the message across. So that is really what matters, that someone who is passionate and really honest, that's a true mentorship quality. Thank you.
Thank you, Jitu Saab, and we would like to request Mr. Prabish to take over from here and do the honor of conducting our session. He's already posted the championship game pin. Yes, Mr. Prabish, go ahead and please do that honor for us. Yeah.
Thank you, Ashok ji, and thank you, Mr. Dinesh Kumar Paul, our champion Toastmaster, for a wonderful section. So, good evening, everyone. So please find we will be having a short quiz. This is a 10 question quiz only. So I hope everybody can see my screen. I have shared this.
Shall I make you as a host? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, this stop the share, screen share, Ashok sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
Done it. Yeah. Thank you.
Hope everybody can see this on. You can just scan this particular QR code directly with your mobile, and then you can just enter your name. Please make sure that while you are entering your name, make it the correct name, so that at the end of the section you will be getting a certificate. I also given a link on the chat box where you can, in any browser, Google, if you are in laptop or anything, you can just open the browser, HSE champ/sports/ and put the game pin. So you can directly enter this particular game page. Basically, you are having 10 questions, and many of the participants are frequently playing this game, but some of the new faces I can see over here. So these are total 10 questions are there. You will be having 1,000 points plus additional extra points will be there. The fastest fingers who answers the questions fast, they will be winning. The questions is basically from this today's section. I hope everybody has listened clearly. Listening skill also very important for a leader. So we will see who all are the people has listened the today's event together.
Ravish, I think someone's asked something. Anybody if asking something, just first you raise your virtual hand, so we will acknowledge.
Okay, I will. Okay, go ahead. Yep, I think we have enough people.
Okay.
Yeah. Still joining, yes, Pravish.
Yes. Sure.
Who is this Awal? Awal is making a lot of noise. You can remove him otherwise. Pravish, I'm not able to do that because you are a host.
Who is there, sir?
Awal, he's making a lot of noise. Maybe AW. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can remove him. Maybe he's not focusing. Yeah. Fine. AW. Yeah. Okay, good. Excellent. Go ahead, Prabesh ji.
Yeah, Saifuddin, do you have any questions? Okay.
Hello,
Yeah.
good evening, everybody. I have a question, sir. So this is the first time I am having this meeting. I'm a part of this meeting. So since I am working in UAE, so here the health and safety is the priority whenever we are going for a work in any section or department. So my question is that how is your organization going to implement for in India especially where health and safety come last? So how your organization is going to tell the companies or the corporation that health and safety is the means important when you are working in any company?
Okay, Mr. Saifuddin, I think it's a very broad, generic question. As you know, in India, health and safety is given a not much priority, but not in all companies. There are so many companies which are giving the priority nowadays. And that's if you attend our part one of today's presentation, we talked about that only. We'll be engaging with so many organizations, government bodies, and the universities to make them the awareness. And of course, if you are not part of our WhatsApp group, you can join. It is already posted in our J&A chat box, today's meeting chat box. Then you will understand how actively we are engaging in educating and providing resources to the professionals. And of course, we are getting delayed for the quiz. So we'll continue our discussion, Mr. Saifuddin. Thank you. Go ahead, Mr. Pravesh.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So we are starting now.
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
So the questions will be showing on your mobile. You can just watch your mobile phones. You can select on a right answer. Fine, great. So I'm moving to question number 2 on your screens now.
More and more, think we can actually.
Excellent.
Yes, great. Question number 3 on your screens. Great. So many people are answering. Wonderful. Great. Excellent. Very good. We have a podium now after 3 questions. Suresh, Vishnu, and Daljit. So coming to question number 4 now. Excellent. There is a changes in the podium. The question number 5 on your screens now. Superb. I hope it's wonderful that they listen to Mr. Dinesh's speech. Wonderful. Great.
That's what I was looking at. Yeah.
Yeah. So 50% answer is there. Suresh is leading the podium. Vishnu and Daljit. Come on, question number 6 on your screens now. Very good. Keshav Pandey, Shafiq, Bikramjit Tiwari, Rubesh Kumar, Kayur, Sunil, Dr. Varsha, Jeevan Kumar. Very good. Almost 14 people, 16. Great. Wonderful. There is changes starting on the podium. So the question number 7 on your screens now. Great, wonderful. The answers are a bit long, so it will take a little bit time to read that one. But there are some keywords, there are some keywords. If you remember that keywords, it is very, very easy to answer. The last 3 more questions only. Wonderful. There is change again in the podium. Question number 8 on your screens.
Nice, nice. People have listened to Dinesh.
Yes, wonderful. So let's see. Suresh is leading, Vishnu, Vikram with Tiwari. Wonderful. It's very, only 100 and 150 points gap between the podium participants. And question number 9 on your screens now. Question number 9 on your screens now. Great. Wonderful change in the podium now. Vikram, Suresh, Dr. Varsha Reddy. Wonderful. Great. See, so last question. Everybody ready? Fastest fingers wins. Question number 10 on your screens now.
I think the podium will change now.
Maybe, absolutely.
Okay.
Great, great, wonderful, wonderful, great. So this is our final scorecard. Wonderful, very good. Vikramjit Tiwari, Daljit Singh, Suresh Gundla, Dr. Varsha Reddy, Vibesh Kumar Verma, Shafiq. Wonderful. If you see, there are it is only a minor changes in the
and
numbers. There you see, I'm just going through the numbers. It's only a minor change. Minor. There are so many people on 6, so many people on 8 position. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Over to Ashokji. Thank you.
And one important thing is you can download your certificate immediately after getting your questions. And of course, post your success in our J&A fraternity as well.
Ashokji.
Congratulations, Vikramji. This is great. You have been our regular attendee and very truly appreciated Daljit as well as Suresh and Dr. Varsha. So that's absolutely.
Ashokji, if I can get a minute on this subject, I would appreciate it, please.
Yes, please. Yeah. Okay. And
thanks to Pravishji for conducting this quiz. But I wanted to draw attention to everybody that in this quiz, the 3rd place is Dr. Varsha Reddy, who is from London, and she happens to be the goddaughter of our dear friend Venkiji.
wow.
And Venkiji introduced us to this young lady who is not only practicing medicine in London, but she's from Bangalore or Bangalore, and she's passionate to do things what I do in my old age for last 20 plus years. She wants to serve senior citizens even back in India when she goes or even while she's in London. So I congratulate her in particular for her passionate interest in HSE field and attending our session of 28th to really practice the good communication as well as the leadership. Thank you, Varshaji.
Thank you, Jit Saab, and thank you, Varshaji, for joining from London, and appreciate your support. We have a 9 minutes more, and we want to briefly talk about our contributors to our foundations. Basically, as I was telling, that we have two foundations. One is a Bharat HSE Foundation as well as a global, and we have a systematic contributing donors as well, which has been highlighted as a SCD, and these are our foundation supporters for the Global HSE Foundation. And these are our knowledge donors, which Mr. Dinesh also will be taking this particular slide. These are all our knowledge donors who have been sharing our knowledge to our fraternity. This is 28th OKT which we have done. And these are our knowledge ambassadors through the J&A WhatsApp group. Mr. Dinesh has been instrumental in sharing his knowledge there. And we request everybody to join your hands with the J&A Foundation through our WhatsApp group as well as through our website. We do have a corporate engagement with the organizations. As I was telling, that it's not a membership organization. It's a purely charity-based organization. One of the pillar is to coordinate with all the NGOs and individual and corporate organizations. We have a intent of corporate engagement with the INSHPO System Singapore. We have with the Center for HSE from Hyderabad, Telangana, and we have a J&A Bharat HSE and HSE Champ, which we have done the quiz recently, just now. So we have MOU with them, and the HSE Champ also does the Global HSE Championship on a quarterly basis, and it's very appreciated. We do have a video podcast on the hazards and safe handling. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, J&A Bharat HSE Foundation. You will get all the recorded sessions there. And our motto is give back to create a safer tomorrow. Please leave your name, email in the chat box in case you are interested to support our foundation. We have a next upcoming OKT is basically talking about the code of ethics for the professionals. Mr. James Boretti from San Francisco. He'll be speaking on next month, I think on 26th June, about the code of ethics for the HSE professionals. That's something related to today's topic as well. And with that, I would like to request Mr. Jitu for his concluding remarks. Mr. Jitu.
Thank you, Ashok ji. I don't think I need to add anything more. We already, during interaction, made some good comments. One more time, I will reiterate how important it is to communicate clearly, which is well understood, and also the leadership that matters. And as I said earlier, there have been many accidents, incidents, to the extent of disasters have occurred throughout the world, whether it is China, India, United Kingdom, United States, everywhere. So be safe and communicate well and educate your management to think right and do right with a good communication. With that, I would like to take this opportunity on behalf of the foundations. We are extremely grateful to all of our philanthropies for their generous donations. Toastmaster, the champion, Dinesh Kumar Pal ji, we cannot thank you enough for delivering such an outstanding presentation, highlighting the importance of effective communication and leadership skills for our HSE professionals to make a difference in not only Bharat, but also globally. We all learned a lot that could be brought to the attention of policy and decision makers for implementing the concept with due respect and regards. Thank you very much, sir. Our sincerest appreciation to our honored guests for their presence and esteemed support to the mission of our both foundations. The ongoing support of J&A Foundation's functional chairs to the foundation's mission is of immense value to these charitable HSE foundations. We thank them also very much. We are indebted to all the delegates for attending the 28th outreach knowledge transfer session. Your active support is extremely important. Today, we had over nearly 90 people registered, out of which I believe we had about 45 people in full attendance. Friends, we invite you all to take time to visit the foundation's website and complete the form showing your willing interest to support the foundations for this noble cause mission towards safer workplace and the community. As of today, we have 457 top-notch leaders in the HSE profession who are really communicating, interacting with each other, helping each other's questions as they come along in their employment or elsewhere in the public sector. No contributions are ever too small. Once again, thank you for sparing your valuable time for making the event a great success. Ashok ji, final word from you, please.
Thank you, Jit Saab, and it's appreciated by everybody. We would like to stop the recording and open it for the networking gathering. So I know it's already late in India. So let's conclude the session and stop the recording. Yes.
Don't forget to take